قال تعالى, the statement of Allah Ta'ala, فَلَا وَرَبِّكَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ حَتَّى يُحَكِّمُوكَ فِيمَا شَجَرَ بَيْنَهُمْ. The meaning of the verse, and know by your Lord, they will not truly believe until they make you judge between them in their disputes amongst themselves. حَتَّى يُحَكِّمُوكَ فِيمَا شَجَرَ بَيْنَهُمْ ثُمَّ لَا يَجِدُوا فِي أَنفُسِهِمْ حَرَجًا مِمَّا قَضَيْتَ. And then they do not find within themselves any type of aversion. They don't find within themselves any type of issue regarding that which you have judged with, or you have made a decision with regard to. فَيَكُونُ هَوَاهُمْ تَبَعًا لِمَا حَكَمَ بِهِ النَّبِيُّ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. So this means that their desires are in accordance to what the Prophet ﷺ has judged. وَلَا يَكْرَهُونَ مَا حَكَمَ بِهِ النَّبِيُّ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. And they do not dislike or hate what the Prophet ﷺ has judged with. فَمَنْ كَرِهَهُ كَانَ كَافِرًا. Whoever hates something that the Prophet ﷺ has come with, or he has given a ruling concerning, then he has disbelieved. To hate something from the religion that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the Prophet ﷺ has legislated is disbelief. قال تعالى ذلك بأنهم كرهوا ما أنزل الله فأحبط أعمالهم. The meaning of the verse, and that is because they hate what Allah has revealed, so therefore their deeds have become in vain. Their deeds are in vain. فهذا الحديث يشهد له القرآن. So this hadith is attested by the Quran. ومعنى هذا أن الإنسان يسلم لله ولرسوله ولا يعترض. So the meaning of this is that a person, he submits himself to Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he does not find any type of opposition to it. ولا يكره ما جاء عن الله ورسوله. Right? He doesn't dislike what Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam have come with. وَلَوْ كَانَ فِيهِ مَشَقَّةٌ عَلَى نَفْسِهِ. Even if he finds within himself difficulty. What's an example of that? An act of worship that a person finds difficulty with regard to. Huh? I can't hear you. Prayer. The prayer, perhaps, a person might find difficulty. But if a person is truly a believer, and he has khushu', he has humility in the prayer, and in reality he's going to enjoy the prayer. An act of worship that comes to mind, fasting. We just came out of the month of Ramadan. Most people find fasting difficult. Now, does that mean a person is a disbeliever because they have a dislike for fasting, because naturally it's not easy for them? Does that mean they're a disbeliever? Yes or no? طيب, so the person is not kafir. طيب, ما هو الدليل؟ كتب عليكم القتال وهو كره لكم. Fighting. Which fighting we're talking about? Jihad. Fighting has been prescribed for you even though you dislike it. So this is the proof right here. There's a difference between a person disliking something because naturally it's hard for him, as opposed to a person disliking something because Allah legislated. What's another example? It's more specific to the women. Huh? The hijab, perhaps for some women. Huh? What's another issue that people find a dislike for? Naturally, it's specific to the women. At-ta'addud. Right? Polygamy. Or polygyny. Nice. Right, it's one of them, right? Because there's a difference between the two.
Is it polygyny?
Polygyny, like most women naturally, they have a dislike for it. Why? Because naturally they have jealousy for their husband. So, for example, if a brother he tells his wife, I'm going to take a second wife, and she throws a fit and she's upset and she's angry and she feels it. Is she a kafira? No. Why? Because it's natural. That's natural. But now if a woman says that that polygyny is, is not suitable in this day and time, or it's oppression against women and so on, that's kufr. That's kufr. The verse that we already mentioned is the proof. ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ كَرِهُوا مَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأَحْبَطَ أَعْمَالُهُم. That is because they hate what Allah has revealed. So it's a difference between a person disliking something because it's difficult for him, as opposed to a person disliking something because Allah legislated. So inshallah, the difference between the two are clear. The difference between the two, inshallah, are clear. Shaykh Fawzān, Allah yahfadhu, he was asked, it was a sister. She said, she was asking the Shaykh for the ruling. She was asking him, is it okay for me to help my husband so that he can marry a second wife? When the Shaykh heard the question, he said, هذه المرأة أين توجد? He said, where are you going to find a woman like this? Where are you going to find a woman like this? But he said, in reality, this is a good woman right here. Yeah, Jayida. He said, this is a good woman. But in general, you're not going to find a woman like that that's willing to help her husband, and not just help him, financially help him so he can marry another wife. That's almost non-existent.